Hello students, I am going to be teaching you all FYBCOM for FYBCOM students. I will be teaching semester 2 Accountancy and Financial Management subject. My name is Professor Roshni, and first let us just go through the paper pattern. So here we have the paper pattern. So basically for FYBCom Accountancy and Financial Management 2, it's going to be of total is going to be of 30 marks. Sorry, 30 marks. 30 marks. 15 marks will be of most probably it will be divided as 15 marks for Unit 1. Sorry, Unit 1 and 15 marks for the Unit 2. So it will be for Unit 1 and Unit 2. 15 like that 30 marks will be divided. First unit is departmental account, and second unit is branch account. So as you are seeing here, the internal marking, like internal out of 15 marks, either it can be 555 or 7-8 marks, 2 questions. Options might be given, internal options might be given, like 555, 4 questions will be given, so any 3 out of 4. And in 7 and 8, again maybe it will be asked as 7.5, 7.5, and 1 7.5 question, and that's how your internal options might be given to you. Now another thing here is that both practical and theory questions will be asked, most probably for all the colleges. For most of the colleges, practical and theory questions will be asked. So we will look into both practical and theory questions for both departmental accounts and branch accounts. All right. Okay. So as I said, the first chapter here we are going to study is departmental accounts. So for departmental accounts, I'll just explain what it is exactly. So now in any organization, sorry, in any organization, there are number of departments, right? Like legal department, we have admin department, we have something known as finance department, audit department is something totally different. Then we have marketing, we have marketing department, we have operations department. All these are different types of department. If I am not, yeah, advertisement department, which is also for marketing. Then we have sales department, and then we have production department also, which is for your manufacturing, etc. Sorry, I am a little uh, new to this pen tablet that I have bought. Alright. So now, since there are so many departments in an organization, it becomes imperative to know which department is making a profit and which department is making a loss, right? Individually. The organization, the company will make a profit, that is also good, but we need to know which department is actually uh, making it possible for the profit to be uh, capable of making the profit, right? Why this profit is coming or why a loss is coming in the organization. So first we'll just have a look at what we have written here. You can take a screenshot of it. I'll just move it a little ahead. You can take a screenshot. Yes. So basically, here it's written, when there are number of departments, it is necessary to ascertain the profit or loss from each department separately. If a single profit and loss uh, is prepared for the entire business, losses in some departments may be set off. Now I'm going to explain you all what this set off means. All right. In departmental accounts, each department is treated as a separate entity for the purpose of recording and reporting. It means we will record the entire P&L as particulars. Then there's something known as basis. Then department A, B, C, how many other departments we have in our question, and then total. Otherwise, we used to have just particulars and total, but we will have each and every department in our profit and loss account. Yeah. Similarly, same thing is written here. The profit and loss account is prepared in columnar form to ascertain the profits of each department separately. This helps in finding out which department is contributing how much profit. The owners can decide then the owners can decide whether an department is making losses or too little profits, hence it should be closed or reorganized. Also, it can be merged or restructured. Merged as in merged with some other department so that expenses become low, and restructured, that means a few employees are transferred to some other department so that the expenses become low and the department starts making some profit. Okay, the commission of departmental manager can be decided on the basis of profit of each department. Thus, department-wise accounting reports are useful for the management, planning, control, and evaluation of performance. Departmental reports are only for internal use of management. Only for internal use of management. Okay, now I will explain you all something which is the 2 points that I was saying before. That is the second point and third point. If only can be set off, and the third point is, that is, if only a single profit and loss account is prepared for the entire business, some losses in some departments may be set off against profits in other departments. We look at this in depth now. So the second point, point number 2, we'll have a look at. Okay, so for example, the overall profit of the company is say 20,000. Legal department is making a profit of 2,000, but admin department is making a loss of 4,000. So here what happens is, basically the profit of legal department, which is 2,000, is being set off by the, or else, just 1 minute, you can do it in a different manner. Legal department is making a profit of say 4,000, and admin, just to make it easier for you all to understand, admin department is making a loss of 2,000. All right. Now we have the overall profit. The company is in profit, definitely. But because the legal department has made uh, the profit of extreme level profit of 4,000, this 2,000 is somehow not visual, not visible if departmental account was not used. If this would have been come down to at least zero, admin department did not make any loss or any profit, then the overall profit of the organization would have definitely increased by 2,000. That means it would have become 22,000, right? So this is why departmental accounts is important. Got it? We come back to the third point, which is in departmental accounts, each department is treated as a separate entity for the purpose of recording and reporting, right? So we are moving to the third point. So for the purpose of recording and reporting, as mentioned here, we are going to make a table which includes all. We have particulars, then you will have something known as basis, which we are going to learn. Then we have department A, department B, total, then again particulars. We have our credit side now, department A, B, and total. This is going to be your credit side, and this is going to be your debit side. This is how all your departments are going to be after in your profit and loss account, P&L account. All right. So let's move on to something known as manner. That means in which manner departmental accounts is carried out in a particular organization. It is only departmental accounts is only for the organization, within the organization. It has nothing to do with anything outside. It is done for internal purposes only. Your P&L account, financial statements, balance sheet, everything else that is shown outside publicly, that is in their website or in their brochures, has the total amount. But this is done for internal purposes only, to just know which department is making a profit and which department is making a loss. So the details in such P&L account relating to sales, purchases, stocks, expenses, etc. are ascertained in the following manner. Sales, purchases, returns. Books of accounts, day books, ledgers are kept department wise. They are kept department wise. The day books, all these are so designed as to show transactions of each department separately. Alternatively, in some cases, each department may keep own day books such as sales journal, etc. Such day books keep in findings out the total sales and purchases of each department separately at the year end. So this is how the departments are divided and the accounts are kept separately. Stocks, again, stocks are kept department wise. By preparing by preparing stock sheets separately for each department while counting the closing stock at the year end. Expenses, again, each department is treated as a distinct profit center or cost center. That means how much cost or how much profit each department is incurring and making. The manager of each department is responsible for controlling the expenses of his department. The expenses of a concern are of two types, direct and indirect. We all know that expenses are direct and indirect. Direct are the expenses which can be directly identified with a particular department. Example, the direct expenses of production department would be raw materials consumed, wages of workers, factory expenses such as rent, power, etc. Department-wise direct salaries or wages can be ascertained by preparing separate pay sheets for departments. That means salaries of wages can be ascertained by preparing separate pay sheets for each department, as in if admin department has 7 employees, then then the salaries of those 7 employees will be ascertained to the admin department. And if the production department has say 25 workers, then those wages of those workers will be ascertained to the production department. Ascertained means to be allocated to that particular department. Indirect expenses are the expenses which cannot be directly identified with a particular department. Many expenses incurred for the organization as a whole and not for particular department. However, these expenses, that is common expenses on common sales, common building and so on, benefit a number of departments. These common expenses are also known as overheads, can be charged to each department by some suitable basis. As I told you, we are going to study something known as basis. This is basis. The following worksheet shows the different ways in which the common expenses such as spread, rent are allocated or divided to different departments. All right, we'll just have a look at that now. Yes, uh, this is the basis of allocation. Allocation of indirect expenses or basis. Okay. So freight inward is something which is coming inside the organization. Octroi is a tax levied on purchases. So the basis of allocation here becomes purchases. Octroi is a tax. All right. Next, we have rent, taxes, repairs of building. Now, building will always include something relating to space, that is the floor area of each department. Rent, how much floor area each department is using, that is the rent that the department will pay. Then we have something known as lighting, number of light points, power, horsepower of equipment installed in each department. Now here in basis of allocation, in each department is a common factor. That means uh, all of these basis of allocation are based on what the expenses are levied to each department. All right. Depreciation, value of asset in each department. Again, repairs also value of asset in each department. Insurance, asset, value of asset in each department. Stock, value of stock in each department. Workmen compensation, number of workers or wages of each department. Now, whenever you have something related to workers or employee welfare like staff welfare, here we have contribution to PF, which is Provident Fund. You can either write number of workers or wages of workers or employees. Cost of stores department, materials consumed by each department. Cost of personnel department. Personnel also means employees. The dictionary definition of personnel is employees. So that's why they have written number of employees in each department. Then we have cost of repairs workshop, hours worked in at each department. Cost of canteen. Canteen again includes people, that is employees. That is by wages or number of workers in each department. So salary or number of workers. Production or factory expenses, materials consumed by each department. Why materials consumed? Because production, we are going to produce a finished product. That is why the materials consumed becomes the basis of allocation. How much material is consumed becomes the basis of allocation for production expenses. That means whatever materials each department has utilized, that will be divided amongst the departments basis on the material consumed, the production and factory expenses will be allocated or divided, or you can also say distributed. Wages, these are five. Now whatever will be given in the exam, in the question, you can use it as a basis. Wages also becomes becomes basis of allocation for production or factory expenses because people work in the factory, right? Then labor hours, again, how much ever hours they have utilized or work in the factory. Machine hours, that means machines. Of course, there will be machinery in the factory. Therefore, machine hours at each of each shipment, how much machine hours are utilized. Quantity produced by each department. Selling and distribution expenses. Sales of each department. Now, selling and distribution expenses is also whatever activities are done for selling, like advertisement or sales promotion. All these come under sales of each department. All right. Sorry. Yeah. All these come under sales of each department. Now, these are something which are very rarely asked in the sum, but we'll just have a look at them. Units or kg sold by each department because it's sales, selling, units sent by each department, and stored. Stored will come when there are something related to perishable goods like your frozen snacks and ice creams, etc. Administrative or office expenses, sales of each department, salaries of each department. Again, office also includes, like how here we had wages for production, wages of each department, because there are workers working in the production or factory, production house or factory, and so there are employees working in administrative uh, department or offices. That is why sales or salaries means how much sales the admin department has done, or it can be the basis can also be what is the salary given to each employee in the admin department or in the office. All right. So till here, I hope you all have understood. This is my first video on YouTube, so I know there will be a little bit of uh, hiccup in my talking, but I hope you all really liked it. And if you all want to keep watching or keep wanting more videos, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, which is Accounts Alchemy. And you can search it on YouTube and send it to your friends. Also, whoever are giving their FYBCOM SEM 2 exams in the coming months. And you please let me know how you found this video. Thank you so much. Bye.